Hey everybody, welcome to my channel Singing with Lauren. My name's Lauren. I'm a singer and a voice teacher, and today I'm sharing with you a lesson from my new course in total vocal transformation, working on high notes. Now, if you have been wondering what is out there for me that I can learn how to sing better, this membership site is for you. So if you join Total Vocal Transformation, you get access to an entire library of over 15 courses. You get access to a song tutorial bank, which I'm adding to and is coming soon. And you get access to personalized feedback from me. The issue with so many of the courses online right now is that you buy the course and then you never hear from the teacher again. So I created Total Vocal Transformation as a way for us to continue working together even though it's not in a one-on-one lesson setting. So this, in my opinion, is the next best thing. If you're out there, you're wanting to improve your voice, you're sick of trying to go at it alone, and you're just plain confused about how to get better in singing, join Total Vocal Transformation. So you can check it out at singingwithlauren.com/membership, and I will see you over there. So without further ado, click subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and here is the lesson from this month's content. So first things first, let's talk about what are high notes. How does our body produce them? So our voices have two main registers. We have our chest voice, which helps us produce our lower notes. That's the feeling of that speaking voice, that lower feeling. And then we also have our head voice, which is an entirely different place. It helps us sing those high notes. So do this with me. Woo! That's your head voice. Try that again. Woo! Do you see how it's lighter? It's not as speaky. It definitely gets much higher in the body. You might lose a little bit of your feeling of control over your voice because when you do that flip up into head voice, you actually are switching muscle sets, right? So we have a chest voice muscle set and we have a head voice muscle set. Now, you've probably heard about mixed voice before, and mixed voice is that feeling of being right in the middle. Mixed voice, you're actually using both of these muscle sets. But when you switch over into head voice, that hooty, siren-y feeling, you have completely switched over into a different muscle set. And what this muscle set is doing is it's bringing the vocal folds close together so that when the air comes through, they can be fully closed. So it basically helps with full vocal fold closure. Now, the other main thing that happens in our head voice that doesn't happen in our chest voice is our larynx tilts forward too. And as our larynx is tilting forward, our vocal folds elongate, the muscle sets switch over, and then we're in our head voice. Now, it is also important to note that when you are doing head voice, your vocal folds are stretched, right? They're in their longest position. And when you're in your chest voice, they're in a shorter, thicker position. And that's helpful to know because when we're in our head voice, we actually do need a little bit more energy. You can imagine it like going from a thick, something that's thick together, that's able to come together all the way pretty easily, to going to the edges. So it's almost like the edges of your vocal folds are long and they're coming together. And so in order to get that energy and movement, we need to up the energy so that those vocal folds can come together, but we don't want to push and we don't want to undersing, right? So when we push in our head voice, that can be something that causes a lot of tension in our throat, that can cause a lot of fatigue. It can also make us tire out a little bit easier, or quicker, I should say. And if we undersing in our head voice, we kind of go into what's known as a falsetto. So for men, if you guys are watching this, there could be times when you want a falsetto, right? But there's also times where you want a full sound in your head voice. And that's really the difference. And that's why I always talk about that not all head voice is falsetto, but all falsetto is head voice, right? So it's basically like your vocal folds, instead of being taut and coming together all the way, even though they're long, they're staying a little bit looser and they're not making that full closure, right? In order to have that full sound, the vocal folds actually need to be coming together all the way. And so that can be kind of a point of confusion for a lot of people on what's actually going on in their throats. So I think that as singers, it's really important that we understand what's going on with those vocal folds and in our throats, so that we can then work on facilitating our body in the way that it was meant to work, right? Sometimes we have a bunch of weird ideas about the voice, and we don't even really know we have them until we uncover them and we're like, wow, I can't believe I thought that about the voice, right? So just wanted to give you a definition of head voice, what your body's doing in head voice, and in the next video, we're going to talk about the soft palate. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope you decide to join us inside of Total Vocal Transformation. If you want to check that out, it's at singingwithlauren.com/membership. See you inside.